In 2025, the real challenge of Mindseye isn't beating the game, it's getting it to run above 20 frames per second. Alright, so here's the backstory. I've spent the last 5 years or so as a full-time PC gamer. My last two GPUs, a 3080 Ti and a 4080 Super. Translation, I'm used to stupid dummy high frames, max resolution, and buttery smooth gameplay. Around a year ago, I scooped up an Xbox Series X on a deal, mainly just to sit there collecting dust until NCAA or GTA 6 drop. Fast forward to this year, and the thing's basically become a $500 paperweight. Until an Instagram ad for Gamefly popped up. They're still alive apparently, and they were offering a free month. For anyone who doesn't know, Gamefly is a subscription service that mails you a game disc, and you can keep it as long as you're paying for the $20 per month. Which sure, probably makes sense for them, but for the consumer, when half of these games are on Game Pass anyway, and still require massive installs before you can even play, the draw is questionable. Unless you're chasing a very specific game or stuck somewhere without internet, it's not exactly a must-have. Still, nostalgia hit me. Back in the day, I used the Blockbuster version of the service, so I figured, why not? I was gonna grab Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, or the new Doom, but they're already on Game Pass. NCAA 26? Too far away. Which left me with the most notoriously roasted game of the year staring me down. Mindseye. This game is from former GTA director Leslie Benzies. Yes, that guy. It's been hyped as some sort of special experience, and in a way, it is special. I went in with zero expectations honestly, and assuming the gameplay and story would be garbage. By modern standards, yeah, the story is pretty dry, but what I didn't expect was my true nightmare as a spoiled PC gamer. Sub 20 frames per second. Not just low frames, we're talking freezes, pop-ins, artifacts, screen tearing, the whole buffet of what the hell is happening. And while that's honestly any gamer's nightmare, I think I've just been conditioned to expect a console game in 2025 to, work. I'm not totally a negative guy, so let's start with what I actually like. Mindseye's presentation, while flawed, does have its moments. Assuming the devs patch the performance issues, I could see this becoming something people love down the line. The visuals and cutscenes are great, gameplay can look good, and the UI didn't make me want to commit crimes. The game feels like a mashed up ball of other launch titles and styles. I'm talking Mafia 3, with the same protagonist actor, Cyberpunk, GTA, Uncharted, Saints Row, and even 25 to Life. It's one of the oddest mixes I've ever played, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. The world of Red Rock is gorgeous. Epic scenes, impressive buildings, and a map that's strangely detailed but weirdly empty. And that emptiness, combined with the clunky freedom, it feels almost nostalgic. Like a weird cover-based shooter from 2009 that somehow made it to 2025 untouched. It's a mix of tight cover shooting gunplay and drone-based mechanics. The freedom you get is kind of fun, and even if the polish is missing, I was immediately doing dumb stuff the devs probably never intended, bringing cars into missions, blowing away NPCs mid-objective, just testing the limits. And the game seems built for that, even if it's constantly rushing you through missions. Probably to distract you from the world being empty. Driving is one of the game's best parts. When the Series X and Mindseye managed to stop beefing, it's one of the more scenic and satisfying driving systems I've touched in a while. The cars have weight and grip. It's somewhat B, maybe C, tier mix of GTA 4's heaviness and GTA 5's responsiveness. The story, not great, but oddly, I found it more enjoyable than some recent AAA storylines. The explosions look great, animations are passable, and once I adjusted to aiming at 20 frames per second on a controller, I even caught a rhythm. There's supposedly a multiplayer mode on the way with some sort of level builder system, and if they fix the performance, let creative players go absolutely wild with this canvas, I can see that creating a whole new wave of content for Mindseye in 5 or 6 months. Here's the thing, for Mindseye to have any shot, it needs a price drop, like $10 flat. That's probably the sweet spot. I've always said a fair measure for a game is about $1 per hour of play. If I spend $40, I want 40 hours of fun. I wouldn't pay a dime for Mindseye until it's patched. I think I did it the right way, renting it through Gamefly's free trial, having some fun, and sending it back. If Gamefly wants to make a series out of me playing infamous launch titles, this is a perfect start. Bottom line, if you can get it for free and you're curious, try it. Just don't expect miracles, and definitely don't expect 30 frames per second. Mindseye is not worth your money yet, but for free, I think it's worth the chaos.
Somebody stop me!
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass and I'm homebound.